Hey, Tom here, FlipAnything USA, and I think everybody ought to be able to hear me. So look, bird dogging. If you've ever been in business, if you've ever been self-employed, if you've been in construction, or just about any kind of job that requires you, you have to generate work for your people. I had a cabinet shop for 10 years, and if I ever stop bidding, stop looking for people to do business with, I would pay for it later on. In as much as I might be paying guys, this is back in the 80s, I'd be paying them to sweep the floor until I got another job, which was not easy to do when you're a new business. So bird dogging is very much like, just like any other business. And I love business people, and a lot of people that are in my mentorship are people that are self-employed. I love people with good business sense. And by the way, I'm closing. This group of signups is done as of today. So if you can get in the mentorship tonight, get in there. If you've been on the fence thinking about it, I understand things get busy. I had a girlfriend that got an emergency appendectomy, and I got a mother that I spent 4 hours in the hospital with last night, just getting her checked up. Mom is good, but that stuff happens. We all have these kinds of things. But bird dogging, you guys want to look. You go look at my bird dog. You see, I've got a mother with dementia that I take care of, and I had Mom, and I had to get her to the hospital, not the hospital, but a doctor for a checkup. Money was tight, or time was tight, I should say, not money, but time. And all of a sudden I got an opportunity. I got time. And I took my mom with me, and she's complaining and driving me out of my mind, and stopped by, looked at the house, said I'll take it. Got the thing signed that evening. Probably made almost $100,000 on that property. You can look it up. I still own that property, by the way. A really good tenant too. But anyways, really good property. That's one of the reasons I'm hanging on to that. Would probably end up being one of my kids. I have 4 kids. In fact, my son's with me right now, and we are out bird dogging property. My boys have witnessed me bird dog properties their entire lives, as did their older sisters, and we all reap the benefit of it. Everybody, gets to go to school, go to college if they want, pursue their interest, everything you want to deliver as a parent. Bird dogging is what has allowed me to do that, making money in real estate. And you business people, I love you because that's my group, right? In other words, that's one of my right there. Let's see if I can show you. Yep. See that building we just passed? That's one of my buildings. And I've got a heck of a business in there. In fact, that business expanded during the pandemic, and that building there, I paid cash for it. I paid the $1 million. I paid cash for that property. I paid $1.05 million cash when I bought that. It's been about 6-7 years ago. I bought that purely with profits from the story I was going to tell you, the $2 million bird dog story. So I was looking. This is like almost 1995, and man, you learn a lot of this in the mentorship. But I was digging and digging and digging, and I got a lead on something, and it didn't turn out so well. I started going through properties in this area with a local agent, and ultimately I found, let me see here, I found 50 acres. Well, in the end, this is basically 4 sisters or actually there's 5 sisters, but one of them had passed. These sisters didn't really like each other. And I tell you, this is one of the reasons you don't really want to leave, or you want to do it very carefully however you do it. It's not really a good idea to leave one piece of land to 4 kids. Much better off just leaving them a big fat check or a note. And anyways, in this particular deal, it wasn't an easy one, but that's how it goes. In other words, it's like a treasure hunt. And if you've ever looked for gold, or if you've ever look for arrowheads, you're looking for clues, of, hey, where is there a deal? Where might there be a deal? You know, like if you're looking for arrowheads, I had a friend of mine, Artifact Jack, he's dead now. In fact, he's actually one of the examples. He's Jack from the book, my book, Wake Up and Smell the Real Estate. If you don't have that book, get that book. Get it for 10, 20 bucks on Amazon or Kindle. If you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. You know, it's worth more than most of the courses out there. But that Artifact Jack, he had such an eye for looking for gold at the rivers and for finding arrowheads. But it goes beyond just his the fact that he had a keen eye and seeing stuff. But he was smart. He knew certain things to look for. Like where where an Indian's gonna gut and tan an animal. Looks at the rivers, looks where, if you see dark soil, he knows that dark soil usually means blood. It could be 100 years old and still be extra dark soil, and it's from digging and scraping and cleaning, or in slaughtering an animal in that particular area. And so he would look at that, he would look at the terrain and look at where they might set up to have water, or where they're going to hunt animals, because, animals come to drink. A lot of times that's where they get them. And he was just really, really good at that. Well, that's how I am with real estate and finding deals. But it's very much the same. And a lot of people, you have a lot of talent and discipline at doing what you do, and you just need to learn a skill, another skill. And that's what's been so cool about a lot of the students in my class. I had one that he just made over $1 million this last Tuesday, and I'll be interviewing Jerry soon. And the generational wealth that he is creating, but even better than that, like what I'm doing with my son right now, generational skills, teaching your kids how to make money. Not many people, how many people do what their father does? Not that many. I don't do what my dad does. He didn't do what his dad did, and a lot of that's just the changing times. But let me tell you something: real estate is something everybody should do. It doesn't change. I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't change. I've been doing it for 43, 42 years, and it doesn't change. Everything that I do today is the same as when I was doing it when I was 19, 42 years ago. Looking for deals, making deals. You can get owner carry, a lot of creative financing. I had to do creative financing. I was 19, couldn't make a deal without it. And while I'm talking to you, I just had a tenant just text, got an issue. So I'll be cutting this close. But listen, get into the webinar tonight. It's your last chance. It's going to be maybe your last chance to get in for a month. So get in the webinar tonight, 7 p.m. Central. I'll walk you through. I'll show you how I made my first $1 million in the 80s, and that's a lot of money. That's like making $3 million now. And I did that, between the age of 19 and 27. I made my first $1 million, and it was 27 years old, looking for a beach house. It was a very, very cool time, and now the success that I had is beginning to be repeated by my students, anywhere from ages 25 to 55. I got guys making over $1 million now. Many testimonials now, and you'll see the property, you'll see the guys, and you'll see you can identify with them, just like you and me. Anyways, get in the mentorship tonight. Go to FlipAnythingUSA.com/mentorship, and you'll see it, or just go to FlipAnythingUSA.com. Up the upper right-hand corner, there's a place to fill out the mentorship survey and the webinar. Fill out both, and you can get into this closing mentorship. You can get into this one that's I'm still taking applicants and accepting people, but I'm cutting it off, and it'll be another month before I let anybody else in. So be sure to, if you have an interest, some of you are actively talking to me now. This is the time to settle up. If you want to get in, no pressure. I only want people that want to be in. But FlipAnythingUSA.com. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.